Go. Game over.
Stuck in a hurricane, 'cause everything around you just keeps on turning. I can see you searching for an escape. The fire in your heart, it just keeps on burning. Keeps on, it just keeps on burning. Keeps on, it just keeps on burning. Keeps on, it just keeps on burning. Fire in your heart, it just keeps on. Stuck in a hurricane, 'cause everything around you just keeps on turning. I can see you searching for an escape. The fire in your heart, it just keeps on burning. Keeps on, it just keeps on burning. Keeps on, it just keeps on burning. Keeps on, it just keeps on burning. Fire in your heart, it just keeps on burning. Don't worry, you got the future on your mind. No hurry, let's take it one day at a time. Don't worry, you got the future on your mind. No hurry, let's take it one day at a time. Don't worry, you got the future on your mind. No hurry, let's take it one day at a time.
2 cutters through the middle. Adia for 3.
One shot, now the future is yours. Go! Yeah, I was building on a lecture. Verses coming daily under pressure. Working on applying the scheme. The true style trademark is at the edge of your dreams. I'm talking one shot for the kill. The breeze come freeze up, straight dropping the chills. I'm talking taking over pieces and shares. A bomb big sky high. Check the movement is here. Yeah. It's one heart, one shot. Now the future is yours. Go!
Kia ora, namaste, talofa lava, maluelele, boluwenaka, and welcome to Heritage Hockey Tournament 2023, the newest and most exciting hockey tournament on the national calendar. For those of you new to Heritage Hockey, it's the melting pot of pride, passion, flair, and skill, and we're bringing you all 16 games live and free thanks to Local Gecko Productions and the support of One Foundation. I'm Brad Pittman, and we'll be bringing you all the action this Easter weekend from the Waikato Hockey Centre in Hamilton. I'm lucky enough to be joined in commentary by Māori hockey legend and Māori men's super manager Tracy Edmonds. Tracy, good to have you here. Good. And you've just come off a tense management job in the box with the Māori men there, going down in some strange circumstances, but a game against the Pasifika boys there just out here earlier. Now, today's game is an interesting one with the way that the results have gone. These two teams will meet again tomorrow in the final for the women's section, but it is New Zealand Pasifika women taking on the New Zealand Māori Wahine side, the senior team that is, and 2 wins from 2 games bring the Pasifika women to today's match. And with the preview match of tomorrow's final, they would love to get the mental advantage with a win out here tonight. Carissa Markia and Rhiannon Holditch have been solid through the middle of the field. But what really excites me is some of the new players to the team, and Hallie Skara, Eva Sexton, and Ruby Jane Meehan, who has played for the New Zealand Māori side in previous years. The Pasifika women, they're coached by Jay Panga and Josephina Tamatoa. And on the other side, the undefeated Māori team have their eyes firmly set on tomorrow's final and will be looking to take confidence into that game. The defending champions always have tough battles against Pasifika, and this will be no different. Gabi Smith and Jade Litchfield were damaging up front in yesterday's game, and we'll have another red-hot crack out here today. They're coached, of course, by Tina Balkake, and as we see the teams line up in the middle of the field, the umpires for today's match are Amber Church and Sam Harrison. And we'll shout out there to young Maya out there with the umpires in her yellow shirt. She brought the ball out. Of course, daughter of Oriwa Hepi, the women's captain. Sam, the umpire, there as well. So how awesome that is to see her out there on the pitch. And for those of you just joining us for tonight's game, this is day 3, game 4 here, and big game out here tonight as we see the Māori team get through their handshakes with the umpires. Just to take a look at the full lineup for the Pasifika women. There's some names in there, isn't there? Tracy Torre and Kayla Val, incredibly experienced. Carissa Markia, who I mentioned, Rhiannon Holditch, who we all know, former Black Sticks player.
Absolutely.
It's a strong team, but look, not to be upstaged by any stretch is this New Zealand Māori team as well. Oriwa Hepi's back today. She was at mahi yesterday and not able to make the game. I believe Taylor Weatherly looks like she's out there for a run today, which will be her first time on the park for the women's side. And they're locked in goal by Brodie Cochrane, who hasn't had a huge amount to do yet this weekend. I'm sure the Pasifika team will be hoping that changes tonight, but a really talented goalkeeper in her own right, young Brodie.
I like the look of the reserve goalkeeper there, and Afina Rika.
Yeah, Afi there, look, she scored a couple of cracking goals in their match earlier in the weekend. I don't know what her goalkeeping stocks are like. But yeah, for those at home that may have seen that vision there, the Māori women's team do have to suit up a second goalkeeper to take advantage of the extra field player. And it's Uffy's job today. Taylor Weatherly has been there over the last couple of games, I believe, getting over an injury.
Absolutely, we're all go.
Yeah, and here we are. This is Weatherly out on the ball. And that's Gabi Smith. Not too far there. So Claudia Hannum will try and link up with Oriwa Hepi, but it'll fall to Kelsey Tenety. Tenety with some early minutes here for the Māori team. And no Grayson Keys Komiroa for the Māori side tonight. She's having the night off before the final tomorrow.
great to see so many youth players amongst these teams alongside of the experience.
Yeah,
to be fair.
yeah, absolutely. It's I mean, alongside having our juniors here at the tournament, it is quite a young outfit for quote unquote the senior team. Oriwa Hepi and Claudia Hannum, the experienced ones up the middle of the field, but outside of them,
You got Tyler
yeah,
Goodsell Matthews.
Yeah, she just goes a little over. Claudia ducks out of the way of that one. Perhaps knew that misfire could be coming. And look, we just see her there on the ball. Quality ran and hold it. She threw that pass forward. I look forward to seeing the matchup between her and Claudia Hannum up the middle of the field.
Yes, agreed. You know, formidable striker in that, with Rhiannon there. You know.
Yeah, and showing her versatility in this side, playing or any position they need her. At the moment, a centre midfield type role. She's played in the defence in last year's final. She scores goals. Yeah, really strong player. And her and Claudia, I'm sure, have had many tussles with and against each other.
And a lot alongside of each other too. For North Harbour back in the day.
Yeah.
Through their youth hockey.
Yeah, and here is...
So young Maya Rickard from Tairāwhiti,
yeah,
featuring out there today.
Really good to see a few of the Tairāwhiti girls up here for this weekend's tournament.
Absolutely.
Of course, it is the two Rickard sisters, Kelsey Tenety from there as well.
It's good to see Kelsey in black for us, and also in black for the you know, the Black Ferns as well, which is great. But it's great to see her here this weekend.
Yeah, she's been at the last couple of tournaments and always comes and supports the teams when she's in the country. Of course, a current member of the New Zealand Black Ferns Sevens set up at the moment, and has just been recovering from injury and out here ready to rock on the turf for the Māori side. Here's Shanae Phillips just working up the baseline.
So I'm really looking forward to seeing young Kaya Elliott in action today. I haven't really seen much of the women's, you know, being the manager with the men being a sort of a game on, game off kind of thing. And
yeah, that was Kaya Elliott just there.
Yeah.
Young player out of Auckland.
Great to see that she's recovered well from her head injury that she last had, her last knock there.
Yeah, she's a tough little customer. She's had a couple of
little knocks.
Hits to the nose and head. Often finds herself in the thick of things.
Could just about start playing soccer.
She's too tough for that.
Absolutely.
That
Just a
one's
bit of a lifted ball there.
Yeah. Kaya Elliott plays well above her years here, and has done all 3 years at Heritage Hockey Tournament. He's played a couple of Māori tournaments as well.
Yes.
Kaya Elliott.
Featuring first for Tāmaki Makaurau and now featuring for Taitokerau, so it's fantastic. And her cousin's also playing in the junior team, which is really awesome to see.
Yeah, Jamie Lewis, we made a
Jamie
mention of Jamie. She's signed to go and play hockey over in the States.
Isn't that exciting?
Yeah, absolutely. What a big opportunity for young Jamie.
Chrissy Amakia did the same thing through her youth hockey, you know, went over there for some experience.
Yeah, and look how that's paid off.
Absolutely.
I mean, she's and has been all 3 years one of the best players on the circuit. And speaking
there's our first
of,
goal. Well done, Gabi.
oh, I talked about her in the lead up. It's
did.
Gabi Smith.
Nice little build up there.
Yeah, really nice interchange of passes, and Gabi Smith just getting nice and high up in the circle. She finishes that one with relative ease in the end here. Of course, it started by Oriwa Hepi. That's a nice pass there to Rickard, and that one's going to go right through to Smith, beating Queenie Blacklock in goal. Gabi Smith, fast start here for the Māori team, her first Heritage Hockey Tournament for the Māori Wahine side. And onto the field comes Nicola Bradley. There's a live wire up the front. Actually looking forward to seeing her and Gabi Smith work together up the front for the Māori side. And there's another player that's been really strong for them all weekend, Storm Dolan Robson.
Yes.
Incredibly experienced player.
Played Māori hockey as well back in her day for Tāmaki.
Yeah.
Just want to put a little note out there.
Yeah.
It's great to see them, you know, playing on the other side of the fence.
Yeah.
Definitely strengthening this Pasifika side. Definitely.
Yeah, the way that she and Chris Amakia can really control the back half of the field for Pasifika. It's been a feature of their game.
I believe Storm's still playing for Roscoe Eden
Yep.
in Auckland, with Chrissia playing down
Is
at
it Southern?
Southern. Yes.
And here is Markia getting into things. And it's got past her. Here's Oriwa Hepi. Lovely tackle there. It's no, going to be the free hit though. Rickard takes it, and here's the goal scorer, Smith. Oriwa Hepi. She's wearing the captain band again tonight. A little bit scrappy there, but they'll settle things down through the free hit. Tracy, you will have had the pleasure of seeing a lot of these girls come up.
I think the pleasure of seeing them come through and actually playing against them is, you know, I'm glad I'm not playing against them any longer. You know, these leagues can't keep up with those young ones. But absolute pleasure of seeing a lot of them develop through their own associations, and the pleasure of actually coaching a lot of them, you know, through Premier Hockey in my club and across associations. It's been fantastic. Yeah. And that they're still playing. That's what it's about, the key factor.
Yeah, absolutely. And you talk about, you know, a lot of players you mentioned that have played for Tāmaki and gone to Māori tournament, and to see them still playing, that's a testament to the environment that's
created.
Yep.
Absolutely. Looking forward to the day that we get to say that, you know, Pasifika have had their own tournament as well. Yes. You know, to be able to breathe through some of those younger players, and while the experience is still there to be looked after. Yeah.
And I mean, I've got to mention some of the work that I know Rhiannon Holditch has been doing down in the Tauranga area, actually, with help of Ruth Tuirova over there at Tauranga Hockey. Awesome. Her daughter Kaylee in this team, but they've been putting on, I believe it was 4 weeks of sessions, open sessions for young Pasifika players at the Tauranga Hockey Centre. So
and that's what it's about, the willingness to give back.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's, you know, Rhiannon making the 3-hour trip down to come and be involved.
Is it still 3 hours or a bit longer?
Oh yeah, look, at the moment, who'd want to do it?
That's right.
The trip, but and Tyler Tohiriri back in action tonight. It didn't feature in last night's match.
Young Amy Mitchell coming on there, another Tāmaki Makoto player.
Yeah.
Started her hockey at St Mary's.
Yeah.
Had the pleasure of coaching this young lady. She's definitely something exciting back as a year 8, to be fair.
Yeah.
So it's great to see her still playing, and she's now living down in the Manawatu region.
Right.
So probably featuring for Manawatu in those. I think last year she played NHC. I think.
Yep.
Yeah. Hopefully we're able to keep her within the Tāmaki Makoto fold, of course, and she doesn't defect on us to Aotea. I'll just put it out there. I know her parents are probably here at the tournament, but you just might as well live stream it as well.
Yep, absolutely. And speaking of parents, I did see the Smith whānau actually just down in front of us at the moment. Garby's parents, who have made the trip down from Whangarei. They will have been pleased to see her open the scoring in tonight's match.
That's what's such an awesome feature of this tournament, isn't it? The way that whānau come and connect with all the players within the streams. Even the Indian community, is just amazing to watch them all congregate, really. Isn't it? Congregate in one space.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, very exciting.
And they always have a big following too, the Indian community, which is exciting. It packs out the venue of this morning's game against the junior Māori men. Wow, A, what a fantastic game of hockey, but B, the place was alive here with supporters for both sides.
It sure was. So there's going to be more exciting tomorrow, isn't it?
Yeah. And as mentioned earlier in the build-up, this game here, both these teams will go through to tomorrow's final already, prior to what happens in this match. So it'll be interesting to see how the teams play out. I know that from the Māori camp, they're going to try and rotate their players as much as possible and just make sure they stay clear of injury and overwork tonight.
Absolutely.
But of course there is a mental edge to gain, and an advantage if you can get one here in preparation for tomorrow, but not at the risk of injuring players that you're going to need. So it's a real balancing act for both sides. They'll both know that they can do it, and have been the finalists last year. And we'll want to make sure that the other one doesn't get their name back on the cup.
Absolutely. We want to retain that.
Yeah.
I think the men do too, to be fair.
Yeah, both Māori teams put themselves back
into a final.
Yep. And the chance to go back-to-back here at Heritage Hockey Tournament 2023.
Hayley Cox is on the field here, leading in.
Yeah, she was really good last night. Of course, helped with the goal-scoring efforts as well. But I think really influential in Uriwa's absence Hayley Cox just taking charge of the midfield a little bit.
So Hayley doing the big trip up here from TY Plane Number from
Yeah.
Christchurch, which is awesome. Hayley's been playing amongst this mix now since she, I think 14. She was first selected. Always done the long travels.
Yep.
You know, it's been fantastic to see her every year at tournament when she can get there. I think she's missed one tournament since she was 14, I think, you know, so
It's a pretty good effort considering
good effort.
the Christchurch team always are often travelling.
that's right.
Even when Te Wai hosted it, they still had to travel up to Nelson
That's
this
right.
year. So,
yes.
like I did last night, it's pretty hard to mention Hayley Cox without mentioning Bella Ambrosius.
Absolutely, yeah. They come hand in hand. And,
yeah.
they've been, you know, I had the privilege of having them at an under 21 training camp at the age of 14. But yeah, every year just they come.
Yep.
They love this environment.
Yeah.
They talk about it, you know, even to their peers about how enjoyable this environment is. So may so it should continue.
Yeah, yeah. And we hope Bella gets back on the turf soon. She's been battling with injury for the last...
She's recovering from her ACL.
Yeah, it's probably been a year and a half or so of continued injury.
Oh, that was pretty close.
Oh, Nicola Bradley very nearly there, and cleaning up is Kaya Elliott. And she'll get down almost as far as halfway. And yeah, we hope to see Bella Ambrosius back on the field very shortly.
I reckon defenders love running for the ball lane. It's our favourite part of the game. It's great when we have ball boys or ball girls, but you know, it's probably where we keep our fitness up on track on the field.
Yeah.
Doing all these 50-yard runs to go and get the ball for somebody else.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, if I ever found myself back there, I'm yelling for the goalie to go and give me a hand.
I definitely do that now. Absolutely.
Yeah. I'll wait for you, but go get the ball.
A nice little turnover there by Carissa.
Yeah.
You've got to be a little bit more smarter to get past that young lady.
Oh, look, not many can put that on their resume that they have got one up over Carissa Markia. And there's Dolan Robson out here under a little bit of pressure from Micah Ackroyd. Whatever, Hippie can't pull that one in. So Pasifika will march up the field here.
I'd like to see a little bit more of their natural flair come out, not just the let's get a ball, pass it down the line because that's where it should go. Like you said, being a little bit safe, maybe.
Yeah.
You know, doing the basics well, getting their first touches on.
Yeah, and perhaps maybe not wanting to show the full hand ahead of tomorrow. Going to be interesting to see Sakai Elliott when she gets into those attacking spaces. Loves taking a free hit and showing off a bit of that skill and ability. So we'll see them a little bit further up the field. And speaking of ability, this Carissa Markia, here is Elliott with the matching shoes for the socks.
Nice little skill there by our young youth player there.
Yeah.
Just putting the ball on the foot, getting herself a free hit.
Oh, Jade Litchfield putting some pressure on there.
Megan.
Yeah, Megan Teliai there for Pasifika. She's on at left half, just down in front of us as we close into the final three or so minutes of this game. Although, Tracy, you never know if 3 minutes is 3 minutes.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
Around here.
We could talk about that all day today, couldn't we, actually?
Look, it's...
well, it's 1 minute, 1 minute, or 1 minute 20. However.
Yeah, perhaps a conversation off air.
Absolutely. I think we've had a couple already.
Goodsell Matthews going long. She's picked up Cox. Hayley Cox has got Litchfield. Can't get past Kaya Elliott. Oof, very nearly there. It's Hannah Rose Elia for the Pasifika side. And they'll just take their time, catch a little bit of breath here. Tyler Goodsell Matthews.
Well, a lot of these players out here, Brad, will be playing against each other in the Harbour Auckland Intercity competition, which is already underway. I believe they've played 2 weeks worth of hockey.
Yep.
So, you know, just another opportunity to chalk one up on the other, hopefully, but in a different environment.
Yeah, and good that they get a weekend of hockey. I know there's no games this weekend in Auckland. Here comes Orewa Hepi. Oh, it's fallen to Jade Litchfield.
Beautiful. Oh, unlucky there, Jade.
Really good opportunity. She had tried to get it up aerial over Queenie Blacklock, and I think it was a helmet save.
One of the things I've enjoyed about watching Jade, even through Māori tournament, is her ability to get her shots away.
Yeah.
Whether they're predominantly actually being hit, to be fair, but how quick she is at doing that. It's nice to see in a female.
Yeah, real knack for getting the ball going goalward.
Goalward.
Yeah. And a real feature of hers, Jade. She was a little bit frustrated after the first game. Actually had a couple of opportunities and didn't put them away, or didn't even really get the shot. So was a little more happy with her performance last night.
Good.
Burying a couple in the net.
Reflection is a good thing.
Yep, absolutely. And she's from a talented hockey family, a whole bunch of brothers that all play. And she's the lone sister to...
Probably better than half of them.
Yep.
Good girl. Well done.
I say that with all the love for my mate Zach, but you don't score as many goals as Jade does. And here is Tenety. And she's found the gap.
She's found the goal.
Wow, Kelsey Tenety from a pretty acute angle down there on the baseline. It's going to be a good watch, the replay of that one. Kelsey Tenety slips one on the inside there of Queenie Blacklock, and the lead doubled here for the Māori side. We might be able to pick that replay up at quarter time. Yeah, in the closing moments of that quarter, and as we've seen so far in this tournament, how crucial those final moments of quarters have been.
Absolutely. Yeah. Very crucial.
Yep, and speaking of, here's perhaps one roll of the dice here for the Pasifika side. 10 seconds here for Holditch. And 5 here. Teliai. It's probably too long. Brody does enough there to see off the hooter and whistles from Amber Church. And that is the end of our first quarter. A big one for the Māori Wahine side. Look, if they were holding things back in terms of tomorrow night, they've done a pretty good job of it on the scoreboard there. 2-0 goals to Gabi Smith and Kelsey Tenety. Looks like, as we see the teams come out here, Ruby Baker also getting a rest from tonight's match. So, yeah, a little bit of rest going on. There's the supporters for the Māori sides, our junior and senior boys there, all mixing it up. And here are some of the first quarter highlights. This is a lovely finished goal there that fell to Gabi Smith. And just not able to get set in time was Queenie Blacklock. Red Litchfield had an opportunity here, and
it was a very good save.
Great save. Just got her body in the way. Really strong effort there. And this one very nearly fell for them as well. This is Kelsey Tenety.
The goalie's way out of her space.
Yeah. Just didn't get back into her cage.
Yep.
And actually found the little gap between her feet there, did Kelsey Tenety. So,
do you ever really wonder what they talk about in those little huddles?
Oh, I know exactly what they talk about. Amber is asking what brand of watch that Jelena Phillips goes with. Sam there's asking what's the best type of hair shampoo, and other than that, not a whole lot. It's funny too, as a coach, when you ask the third umpire, can you go out and talk to them about this, that and the other, and they say yep. I guarantee you they don't.
I'm pretty 99% sure they don't. Because they don't really want to influence play, do they? You know.
No.
But we do always talk about, as managers and coaches, how sometimes that person can influence play.
Yeah.
And influence people and their thinking patterns, and suddenly calls start to change, and then you get really confused on the sideline, let alone the players.
Yeah, I think they just soak up the 2-minute rest just like the players do. It's I can imagine a pretty mentally draining task, the umpiring, keeping up with everything that's happening at such pace. So.
I thought you just blew the whistle and put your arm up.
No, that's Uncle Malcolm. Where is Uncle Malcolm?
Where's Uncle Malcolm?
No, good to see the Horhipper family down here.
Absolutely, and young Pia playing over
in Cambridge.
In Cambridge at the little tournament that's happening over there.
Yeah.
What was that tournament called?
Yeah, the
Hockey
experience. Yep.
Run by yeah.
Don't get me in trouble, Tracy. We're here at Heritage Hockey.
Heritage Hockey, yes.
This is Uriwa Hepi on the ball here. Tyler Goodsell-Matthews at the back. And Goodsell-Matthews has Weatherly.
She's actually controlled it really lovely back here. Tyler, she's just called for the ball. You know, they've just slowing the pace down. Yeah,
it's a really good opportunity for her out here. Obviously, Grayson Keys-Kumiro does a lot of that work for this team. So with her not playing tonight, a real good opportunity for Tyler to take those reins. Lovely pass. Holditch, Elliott. She got Weatherly to beat.
Well done, Tyler.
Cleaned up. Yeah, Goodsell-Matthews there. Storm Dolan Robson comes onto the ball.
Pasifika girls seem to come out with a little bit more fire.
Yeah.
You know, the ball's moving a little bit quicker this time in comparison to the first quarter.
Yeah,
I'd say that Jay's had a couple of words.
Yeah, I'd say the two of them there just gave them a little bit of a rev up and said, look, I know we're still into tomorrow's final, but look, we came out here to do a job tonight, and that's still to compete and fight for everything. So, yeah, good start from the Pasifika side.
Nice little overhead there.
Yeah, lovely ball out.
It's nice seeing girls use the overhead. Sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, like anyone, when it goes right, it's really nice.
We could ask James Hickson that.
Yeah, here's Tegan Geary onto the field now for the Māori team.
A bit of an overload on the side, hopefully.
Yeah. Oh, she just can't pull it in. She had Shanae Phillips up the line there. Good little shape change from the Māori team. Shanae Phillips, glad she's not having to chase her niece Murphy Phillips out here today, although Kai Elliott's no easy chase either.
No, that's right. Again, young legs.
Yeah, looks like Shanae's been lumped with the tough challenge. Equal to it though, I'm sure, Shanae. And the Māori team just happy to sit in a bit of a half here and try and push the ball out to the sidelines.
Pasifika not really getting an advantage, to be fair. They're sort of just a little bit more of a, what would we call that shape?
Yeah.
They look more like a bowl.
Yeah, so they're sitting out in their
Just,
dish back four, and you'd like to see a promotion up the sideline against the half court, or
Yes, absolutely.
perhaps even a second phase midfield option just to break down that half court. But that Māori side, just happy to see them swing it around the back.
And Garby giving a little smile and a wave to her supporters there on the sideline.
Yeah. I believe her partner and young kid are here to watch as well. Taylor Jane Weatherly will just earn herself another sideline hit, work their way up the field a little bit. Oh, there's a big ball to Rickard. I don't think it's on. Scurra's on the trap. Yeah, called it a mile away.
Called it a mile away.
Yep. Oh, great pass. Ruby J. Meehan.
Oh, unlucky Ruby.
Oh, and just misses the side there. Yeah, you could see Scurra just taking a couple steps back to make it look like it was on and almost turned away to pretend she wasn't looking. A really smart play there from Hallie Scurra, local girl here, playing for Pasifika. And very nearly became one on the scoreboard from the heads-up play. And here's Markia Elliott, Hannah Rose Elliott, just shaping up. But there's Garby Smith there, and no, she gives it back again. There's Kai Elliott.
It was well taken in the end. She was looking for the ball around her feet, trying to get her body in the position.
There's Elliott. She's got Woody were happy to take on.
I always feel if you take that long to take a free hit, you might as well go on an auto, create something different. Ooh.
Yeah, it's
what was that
called not five, I believe, from Amber Church. I thought she'd probably taken it at least
25.
that. Yeah, it's 25 steps for Kai Elliott.
Or maybe she called the back a stick.
Yeah, it could be that as well. Probably more likely. As Woody were happy just coming onto the ball in the midfield here. She'll look over. And she gives a stern look down at the friendly face in the yellow shirt.
What was that for?
Yeah. I can tell you one person's not getting dinner tonight. He's got a smile on his face, Sammy. He's a good character. And transfer the ball around the back. I thought they'd fallen into, they'd gone into a back three, but it was actually just Storm Dolan Robson gone to get the ball.
Yes.
And they're backing
That's what I was
out.
saying. It's a lot of distance going to get balls.
Oh, and here's Nicola Bradley. Still working there, Jay Litchfield. Lovely skill there through Holditch. And they'll do enough to keep possession there on the sideline. Hannah will take that one for the Māori Wahine team.
The Wahine team quite happy just to walk into position. You know, just and instead of reshaping a little bit quicker, I feel.
Yeah.
And you also have to recognise when you don't want to reshape so far up the field.
Yeah. Yeah, I think also they know now that they're ahead on the scoreboard.
Yeah.
You can just take their
Like to
time
see
a little bit.
Pasifika possibly pop one in there, make it more exciting.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, as a Māori hockey enthusiast, no, but we're hockey lovers
enthusiast?
here. Yep. we're spectators and supporters of a good game, and look, a goal to Pasifika here would open things right back up again. There's Hallie Scurra, dumps it off there for Dolan Robson. Storm, Dolan Robson. She's going to try and take on Garby Smith. Garby Smith being a hassle up there, but free hit to Pasifika. Here's Markia.
Nice transfer. Oh, just a mistrap there, putting the ball over the sideline.
Yeah, and back they'll go. Wee mistake there from Tori Val. That doesn't happen often.
Not very often at all for Tori.
Oh, there's Oriwa. Long corner for the Māori team. Onto the field comes Rachel Peck there for the Māori side. She's just fallen out to the back there with Goodsall Matthews is her on the ball here now. Rachel Peck.
Kayla playing today. Kayla Val, is she having a rest day today?
I haven't seen her yet, which I'm sure Brodie Cochrane will be pretty happy with in goal if they do concede a penalty corner.
Absolutely.
But it looks like just Tori out there.
Just Tori today.
I'm sure they'll bring out the big guns for tomorrow's final. Oh, lovely little overhead. It's going to work for them too. Here we go, Hannah Rose Elliott. She got the ball forward from Meehan. Sexton's up the middle. Look at the work rate there of Kaya Elliott. And they've won the
she just change of pace there to get on that post. Outside midfielder.
Yeah, it's a lot of wee steps there for her to
a lot of wee steps
to get up Kaya Elliott, but she's a real speedster, and Hannah Rose Elliott under a bit of pressure, she earned the penalty corner. So I just mentioned the penalty corner. No Kayla Val here today. As we see
Rihanna's drag flicking at this tournament. Has she been that drag?
She hasn't. I haven't seen one yet, although with Claudia on the other side of the field, it might be time to see it.
Time to see one. Oh, she's definitely at the top of the D there.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting to see what comes of this.
It's out to Holditch.
Nice save in there.
Yeah, good save, and you've called it there, Trace. Up on for the drag flick. We have to get you on more often.
I watched that young lady develop her drag flick.
Yeah. When there's an opportunity, Storm Dolan Robson. It's going to come up off the stick of Weatherly.
Oh, he's still got a shot.
Great shot,
Great
Ruby
shot.
J. Meehan.
Lovely advantage.
Yeah.
You know, allowing the players to play themselves through that space. Goes to show the classic Amber Church. Great advantage.
Yeah, we'd be remiss to not mention the umpiring stocks we've got on display here at this tournament. What an asset to have, not only for Māori hockey, but for heritage hockey. Is the women's best umpire in the world.
Absolutely.
Voted from last season. So
it's interesting how many people didn't know that until you forecasted that online the other day, and a few people were like, "Wow!" So.
Yeah, all credit where it's due there to Amber and a fantastic season umpiring all around the world. No stranger to a lot of these players. She's umpired at Māori tournament a number of times and played too.
Yes, for Tairāwhiti, the mighty Tairāwhiti.
And here we go, hold it. She's got numbers ahead, players in motion, cut out there by Toheriri, but falls to Meehan. Elliot. Solid there, Brodie Cochrane in goal. And this one, here's Tenety, she's away, Kelsey Tenety. Coming forward is Micah Ackroyd, Garby Smith, second layer, Hayley Cox still going, Tenety. And penalty corner awarded there for her troubles, Kelsey Tenety. And again, we talk about a player that runs, who was right in the thick of it, Kai Elliott back there.
We get a replay of that, I think.
Yep.
Carissa thought that she was in the win for that one. Let's have a quick look at that one.
Here's Kelsey Tenety just showing her raw pace, turning Carissa inside, outside.
Oh, what was called on that?
Yeah.
That to me looks like it was stick and all stick.
Yeah, not
very rare do you beat Carissa on her forehand.
That's it.
It's very rare does she kick a ball.
Yeah. I don't think she's used to turning around and getting in the goal too often.
Young players can learn from that, the way she moved her body as a defender.
Happy. Great save. Queenie Blacklock off the gloves there. No harm, no foul in the end for the Pasifika team. Here come
Amy Mitchell.
Trying to link up there with the goal scorer, Gabi Smith, as we count down the final 6 minutes of the second quarter. And it's our first half here. Day 3, game 4. So game 12 overall so far in our spate of 16 games here. That is Heritage Hockey. Take a quick mention to the sponsors of the tournament. Of course, One Foundation, all of their support and sponsorship of the tournament and the live stream. Keep Alive, the insurance specialists, and Just Hockey for all your hockey needs. And up the sideline here is Tyler Tohiriri on the ball for the Māori team. He's not going to get past that one, but she'll give it back there. As Jeffries sporting the pink strapping tape, matching the uniform. Love to see that. Even when you're injured, you got to go for best dressed.
Absolutely.
Oh, great tackle, Hannah
Love the
Rosalia.
Pasifika uniform this year.
Yeah, it's a really awesome addition to this year's tournament. Really showcasing the Pacific flavour in their uniform.
It was nicely taken in.
Ooh, little tangle up
there.
there.
Bit of a stick in the face there. A little bit of tangle up. Not intentional.
No, it's just going to talk to her about, just lifting the stick over there.
A little bit of a reminder. Hockey's played on the ground.
Yeah. Yeah, and here is Goodsell Matthews out of her own end. She'll Weatherly. Cox. Nice little 1-2, and they get out here. Cox. It's going to fall to Weatherly.
Nice little back up there.
Yeah, and they'll take the free hit anyway here. The Māori Wahine side. Nice little lifted pass down there. It'll run away, but it will be long corner here for the Māori team.
Small little mention to our Kaumātua and Kui sitting on the other side of the field watching their Wahine tour there.
Yeah.
You know, great supporters of Māori hockey, Kahu and Joy.
Yep.
Still sitting there until the bitter end.
Yeah, and we were able to have Kahu up in the commentary box yesterday after he ran around the turf to get back up here after his mihi to the two teams as they went on. And we'll come back to that because here's an opportunity here for
Absolutely.
Pasifika. Jeffries is still going. She's got the free hit. She's linked up here with Holditch. And they just put the brakes on and look to roll back out there. Not really firing a shot after all of that.
A little bit of a disconnect between the fast breakaways and the next layer for Pasifika at the moment.
Yeah. Oh, lovely ball. Kaya Elliott picks out Anna Rosalia. Elia's trying to link up with Sexton, but it's cut out by Claudia Hannum. Rachel Peck and Taylor Weatherly's over on the other side of the field now. And that one is
A little bit unlucky there, Nikayla.
very nearly kept it in.
An attempt to get to the ball.
Yeah, both teams just taking a quick breath here with 3 minutes to go in our second quarter. The countdown to halftime. No change to the quarter one score of 2-0 to the senior Māori Wahine side. And goals coming in that first quarter.
Nice forehand tackle there.
Yeah, and Tegan Gary comes out through Shanae Phillips. There's Phillips.
Tegan Gary from Takitimu, same as the manager, Rachel Downs. Some good breeding in there. She's had a bit of impact on her hockey throughout her career and stuff. So
Yeah, and good to see Rue's been involved for a long time
I think for a very long time.
in the New Zealand Māori setup, and good to see her back here again.
Yes. Just a bit wide there.
Yeah.
Did we get a bit of a touch off the keeper's pad, I
Yeah,
think?
it looks like it might have been
Looks like
a
long
save.
corner. I think it was. It's definitely going goalward.
Yeah, just perhaps guilty of being all in that tunnel towards the goal and nobody there making the goal a little wider.
That's right.
But still going here is Shanae Phillips. She's nothing coming for her up there.
Nice challenge there by the Pasifika player.
I think it was Hallie Scurrod got out there to put a bit of pressure on.
It's nice to be reminded.
Val goes across the field to Dolan Robson. And up the sideline, only as far as Amy Mitchell. Amy Mitchell just making sure that she had free right to the ball there.
Absolutely. Good girl.
Claudia
Could
Hannah.
just about run under her legs.
Yeah.
Predominantly staying as a back three, New Zealand Māori Wahine.
Yeah. It's a little adjustment to see here. There's
Nice
Chris
little roll with the
Samaki,
ball, yeah. Nice little roll with the ball.
The way she protects the ball. Young players watching that. That's a masterclass there. Chris Samaki. Still got it. Hasn't gone out. And she'll take the free hit as well.
And she knew it was her free hit.
Yep.
Absolutely masterclass. Protection of the ball. Don't do anything too fancy.
When you're free
Keep it in
hit.
control. When you're free hit, everyone has to move away.
Yeah. That's it. Ruby J. Meehan just unable to pull that forward pass in. And Kaylee Turovi is over here on the field now for Pasifika. She's got Hayley Cox to look after. That's no easy feat. And looks like they'll just run out the final 10 odd seconds on the clock here. Goodsell, Matthews and Mitchell. Meehan wants to come and play spoiler.
Well done. It's a nice little rob in that bottom corner.
Yeah, good effort there from Ruby J. Meehan. She's got a smile on her face as always, and the teams will jog in now to the halftime break. And as mentioned earlier, no change to the first quarter score. It remains 2-0 to the New Zealand Māori team taking on New Zealand Pasifika women. Here, game 4 of day 3 at Heritage Hockey. You can see there Claudia Hannam just having a few words with Amber Church as we see some of the highlights from that first half. It's on here, the opening goal. Darby Smith finds herself in a nice little pocket. And you just see off camera there, another great lead. It does out wide, then she comes back in, another angle for that one. It's a good look in there. Jade Litchfield, she had a good shot early in the first quarter. Great save by Queenie Blacklock. You can see here, Trace, a lot of this play built up on the back of Oriwa and her.
Absolutely.
Her
I think
ability
she
to-
had I think she gave the last pass in each one of those phases.
Yep.
Oh, wait, sorry, the assisting pass.
Yeah, and this Kai Elliott, she tried her heart out, especially around that attacking midfield area.
I really enjoyed how calm Tyler's been at the back for the New Zealand Wahine.
Yep.
She just comes in nice and calm, takes the ball.
Yeah, she's set in well there in the absence of Grayson Keys-Kumiro, and this was the trap that almost created an opportunity here for Ruby J. Meehan. Scurra it was, and this is Scurra throwing that ball forward. Another angle of it just to see how close it was. They had a penalty corner here. Rhiannon Holditch there showing her drag flick. Storm Dolan Robson. That was, yeah, lovely advantage played there. Could easily have just blown the whistle for the sake of it, but allowed to play. And here's Tenity showing a bit of her skill. Maybe got away with one here for the penalty corner call.
I feel she did get one away there. Carissa would not be happy with that.
Yeah. Fortunately for the Pasifika team, the penalty corner well saved by Quiddy Blacklock in goal.
So we have drag flickers on either side.
Yeah.
It's very nice to see.
Yeah, it's interesting, the comments through a lot of the men's game. The lack of drag flickers, and not that it's a negative thing, but it meant that we saw a lot of variety from the attacking penalty corner bracket from the men's side. The upright hit, the slide right and slide middle deflections, back to the injector a couple of times. Really refreshing to see a change up in the men's game where we're so used to the drag flick being the only weapon. So yeah, good to
Especially
see.
when you take penalty corners over and over and over again.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. I think there's been the Māori men, I think, opened the game against the Indian side 5 in a row.
6?
Yeah,
Let's
6.
just correct that. 6.
6 it was.
Says the statistician on the other side of the page over here.
Yeah, there was, I believe, 6 in a row for the junior Wahine side against India.
Wow.
The New Zealand Indian side today as well. All defended. No goal conceded. And they went on to win that game, the New Zealand Indian women. Through a penalty corner of their own, straight hit.
I see there's young Priya on the sideline there from the New Zealand Indian
Yeah,
team.
up a Chetri there.
Must be here cheering on her big sister,
Yeah.
playing in the New Zealand Māori team there. Orewa, so
We can see a lot of the communication here coming from Carissa Makia in the Pasifika dugout. No surprises there. As my mum would have told me, don't lean on your chair like that.
Yeah. You might break it.
Yeah, that's
Hurt yourself.
But yeah, good solid conversation in there. And then in the Māori huddle, looks like Rue's got a bit to say, which is awesome as well. And there's Tina chipping in.
Rue would be a lot more firmer than Tina, I'd say, in there in terms of what she'd have to deliver to the girls.
Yep.
In terms of the other dugout with Carissa, always very calm when she delivers what she would like to see in her players, and she reflects it in her own play.
Yeah, and there we can see Jay's input from the side of the dugout there on the Pasifika side. Umpires again just discussing what's on the menu for dinner. At the forefront of Amber's mind usually is
Food.
Dinner, yeah. As every good Tairāwhiti person is. And they'll start to roll back out here. We can see Brodie Cochrane heading back down towards her goal for the second half, and as does Queenie Blacklock, and brings out the Pasifika women with her. And big second half up on the way. Of course, as mentioned earlier, not a lot riding on this game other than the bragging rights and perhaps mental advantage into tomorrow. As we see a good little interaction there between Queenie Blacklock and Kai Elliott. I think they're posing for the drone as it went up above them.
Had some great aerial shots over the weekend, actually. Giving some really good promotion here to Waikato hockey.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, look at that bird's eye view as we see the players come out.
I love that view.
Yeah.
I'd love to be in that view.
Yeah, that makes me look skinny, this one.
I'm feeling about the same there, Brad.
Yeah, it's a lovely shot, and look, we're so privileged to be able to bring you all the shots here from Heritage Hockey Tournament 2023. Fast start there for Pasifika, but the free hit will go to the Māori side. That's Hannum here, who went for the intercept. Pasifika players too close to her on that one. So Goodsell Matthews, Ricard, back to Goodsell Matthews. They're just trying to change that shape up, and it's going to come down here to Garby Smith. Garby Smith.
Nice control.
Yeah, weaving across this 25. Oh, and she's going to concede the free hit too. Somehow, some way.
Rhiannon was ready to get underway.
Yeah.
So there's a little bit of giggle to herself there.
Pasifika team coming out the left side. Lovely turn. Kai Elliott keeps it on her stick. Eyes up. Off the foot there of Oriwa Hairpiece, so she'll win the free hit, and forward they'll go. Onto the ball, Carissa Markia.
Even though we've just started the third quarter, I just feel there's a little bit more of a urgency. Maybe we want some breaking rights.
Yeah.
Oh, nice little
here's
ball
an
in there.
opportunity. Gary's going to have to do something. And come flying in was Jeffries there for Pasifika. I guess you can't win it if you're not in it.
That's right.
She was right in there.
She was right in there.
Oh, and we talked about it just before the break about the Māori team perhaps being guilty of being too narrow in front of cage. That one there just rolls past the post.
I feel in some of the games I've watched this weekend, there's quite a few teams that forget about those little simple places to be inside the circle for the best goal scoring opportunities. Yeah,
that's it. And often we celebrate the big reverse tomahawk and edge of the circle cracker, but look, you've got to make sure the ones that go past the goal count as well.
Absolutely.
And they're all worth the same on the scoreboard in the end, so
one little mark that goes on the ball.
Yep, make sure it happens for your team. And here it comes.
Nice little drop out pass there by Ruby back to Rio, I believe.
Yeah, here comes Hallie Scarra. That's a lovely weighted ball. Oh, it's going to beat them all. In fact, they just about got tangled up there. Ruby J. Meehan and Hannah Roselia.
Giving each other a high five.
Yeah.
Sorry, bud.
Yeah. Put your indicator on next time. Here's Taylor Jane Weatherly here out the back. She's got Ricard. It's Maya Ricard. Lovely pass. Little reverse stick. Sinead Phillips. Work in the middle of the field. Much to the cheers of the Taitokerau girls here supporting Sinead Phillips. A big number of them in the junior side out here supporting.
Got some lovely depth coming through Māori hockey.
Yeah, absolutely, and it's been on display all weekend across both junior sides. Not only for Taitokerau but junior Māori hockey as a whole. To say we've got, Kai Elliott, didn't know she had that one in the bag and
Yes.
didn't quite get there, and that's a lovely
got the
pass.
ball.
Jade Litchfield.
And there goes Carissa.
Yeah.
All class.
You can almost write it before it happens.
Yes.
Chris Markia. If there's any team talk in that Māori side, Tina Valkaki, I'd have a picture of Carissa Markia and just write anywhere else. Anywhere, just go anywhere else. Let's work the ball away from Kaz, because she's all class there.
Absolutely.
And the Pasifika side will pull some subs on here while they collect the ball from the back line. Val on the ball. Ooh, under a bit of pressure.
That was a nice little pass.
Yeah, that's what that was. And here comes Storm Dolan Robson.
Nice little lifted pass over there to just missing Kaya.
And here we go, Gabi Smith. Through to Tenity. Oh, I don't think she knew it had come back to her stick there, Kelsey Tenity. A little bump there, and she'll give away the free hit.
So strong as Kelsey.
Oh, yeah,
No.
yeah.
On and off the ball.
Yep. And
Runs with purpose.
she does a lot of work too on her fitness, and we talk about her rehab she's been doing lately as well, and making sure she's in tip-top shape. Here's Jade Litchfield down on the T-bar.
That's nice and simple. Well done, Jade.
Yeah.
Carissa not very happy with herself
No.
there, giving up that.
And that's one each way there, just in that last passage of play. It was Carissa that picked Jade Litchfield crabbing on the top of the circle and gets one back there. Does
But in
Litchfield.
the most dangerous part
Yeah.
of the field, so
Yeah, and this one there, I don't think she knew it was coming back to her. She got there in the end, and then this one here, Jade Litchfield, keeps the ball on her stick. Yeah, really well done there. Jade just spots the left foot.
as a defender, when you're down that low and you think, I've got this, and then
Yeah.
it hits one part of that stick and it bounces up into your leg, you just go, Double bracket again.
Yeah, perhaps drag
Oh,
flick Hannum this
slipping
time. She's going to
Hannum.
have to pick it up. Yeah, just rolled away on her there. Hannum didn't get a clean flick away. And they'll come out through the relieving 16-yard hit. Storm Dolan Robson. Māori team up in their full press again, which is good to see. Hopefully they work together. And they've won it there. Kelsey Tenity releases the ball. Jade Litchfield. Ball on her stick.
Nice control. Just gave it away for herself a little bit there. Try to flick it on maybe for herself or for someone else.
Yeah, I think her teammates just got a little closer to help out. Well, she was under pressure from two players there.
Pasifika needing just to possibly support each other to come out of these defensive spaces.
Yeah, the full press is on here, so
Absolutely.
you want to see a little midfield. You don't want to see that if you're a Pasifika fan. Small little mistake across the circle there. But yeah, you'd love to see their midfielders just get a little bit closer and perhaps play some small triangles out.
Just offer that little bit of support helps.
Yeah, and whether it's used or not, just knowing that there's a couple extra players there if they do turn it over.
Creating that little bit of doubt from the defensive side as well, you know, that do we put someone up there or do we
Yeah.
not?
Yeah, we see that's the one, that's it there. Kai Elliott just popping in there. Don't use her, and they go for the transfer. Wow.
Got through the advantage line that time,
Yeah.
the Pasifika. A
And
little bit more secure in that back and around.
Yeah, so what happened? So it's actually interesting to see.
Nice ball.
Lovely ball. Good touch too. Still there. Yeah, so Kai Elliott pumped back into that little post-up spot, and it drew the striker in so they could then go around the outside. So, yeah, like we said, whether they use it or not just casts a little bit of doubt there in the strikers about what shape they're going to hold to. So,
And Claudia Hannum just bringing the ball out nicely for the New Zealand Māori just then.
oh,
Nice
lovely tackle. Yeah, Tori Val. Eden Roskell's finest there. Transfer of the ball. Ree Dennison. In fact, sorry, Ree Holditch. It's a mistake made.
Well,
On
most
myself.
women, when they change their names, it starts to cause a bit of conflict there in the brain.
Yeah. Of course, the name we were used to while she was playing in the Black Sticks jumper. Now Rhiannon Holditch out here doing just as good things for New Zealand Pasifika. Got all 11 players back in behind the ball here for the Māori team, and happy just to slide along the midline in their shape at the moment. And they've won it through the half-court press here, but now they're going to have to get on their bike. Nicola Bradley's doing just that. And she's got it there, Bradley. She'll have a shot. Just not the purchase on that she will have wanted. Under a bit of pressure from Storm Dolan Robson, who did really well not to overcommit.
A little bit better there though. Maybe, you know, like when the ball's just out of control, just out of a little bit of reach, you just need to bring it back in, gather your thoughts a little bit, get an outcome. An outcome's not putting the ball over the baseline.
Yeah. Here comes Bradley. She's got Haley Cox. Cox and Ackroyd.
Little
It's
touch
going to
in
fall
there.
back for Ackroyd. Heppy, she's dangerous in this area of the field. Just lifts one over. And here's the battle. Here's the showdown. This is the one right here. Heppy, Markia. Never mind the Adesanya fight. I want to see these two battle it out in the middle of the field.
Chris are being double teamed by two of the best,
Yeah.
Claudia Hannum and Uriwa Heppy.
Not an easy one to take on, those two.
Absolutely.
Pasifika
coming
will
up.
come on to the ball here, yeah. Dolan Robson at the back. She's got Mark here. Again, this Māori team happy to sit in their half-court shape at the moment. Try and create the mistake from the Pasifika team, and we're very nearly there. Here's Kaya Elliott. Lovely pass, Ruby J. Meehan. Still working there is Meehan. She'll get a free hit for her troubles.
Trying to work her way into the circle, trying to link up with her buddy up there up front.
Yeah, Eva Sexton can't get past Maya Rickard. Elliott with the entry. Elliott again with the ball on the edge of the circle.
Nice little turn. Unfortunately made nothing come of it.
Yeah.
A nice little turn in there.
Strong
Well-
contest
well
there,
done.
Gabi Smith.
Great to see strikers defending so well.
Yeah, the chairs come up for Gabi. Nikayla's
Good
going to have
running
to
by
run this one
Nikayla.
down. She does. Looking for the pass. Lovely pass, Gabi Smith. Still there, Ackroyd. Ackroyd. Storm Dolan Robson. That's almost 4 runs there.
It's a good piece of play by Gabi.
Yep. Yeah, just flipped it forward for Nicola Bradley. Ackroyd with the shot in the end there. It's a little dangerous. It's through a crowd of players. And here is Tyler Goodsell Matthews. She's got Haley Cox. And Cox goes straight to Kaya Elliott. Oh. And we've got a little do-si-do in the middle of the field.
It's a nice, polite way to put that there, Brad.
Yeah, it's
We were going to get some valuable rest time on the sideline there.
yeah.
Running just as hard, running off the pitch as she's running on the pitch. It's good to see.
Gets her player on there quickly. There's Tohiriri, ball around the back. A little bit of a bouncy one there for Goodsell Matthews, but deep in the pocket, Amy Mitchell has got back. Nice little 3D there. Haley Cox is going to beat them over the sideline. Kaya Elliott will come onto the ball here for Pasifika. Great ball, Elia. Hannah Rose Elia. She'll take the free hit there on the edge of the circle. Use Scurra. Hallie Scurra. That's not the entry. I'd love to see them just take a little bit more time in finding that pass or entry to the circle there. Trace, I know that they feel like they're having to race, but there's still 20 minutes to play here.
20 minutes to play. Don't need to rush into the circle. Just, a little bit of a...
Queenie's going to be a long way out of goal here if Nicola Bradley can find a pass.
Yes.
She does find a pass.
She does find a pass.
And Gabi Smith doubles up.
I'd just like to say the legwork that Gabi did there to get actually up there to support Nicola.
Yeah, absolutely.
It was just off screen that, but you know, she worked hard to get up there and ensure she was on the inside pass.
Yeah, and we said it as soon as the ball had got to Michaela Bradley on the edge of the circle, that if she managed to find a pass, Queenie Blacklock was going to struggle to be effective here.
There goes Garby just popping in on screen.
Yeah.
You've seen her change her pace and her angle.
Lovely finish too in the end, right into the corner, over the stick of Dolan Robson, and Tenety puts her body on the line. She knows no other way, does Kelsey. Probably regret it over there, because I think it's where the spots where the turf dries up a fair bit.
Absolutely, it does dry up over there. It's a little bit slippery on the turf in little places. We've found a few players slipping over this weekend.
Yeah, we've had a few players mention that.
Nice ball.
Lovely
nice transfer.
Kai Elliott has found Val. Tori Val there, Ruby J. Meehan.
Ruby just popping it through, and Storm just adding that bit of support. She's going to get to that ball. Those long levers, come in handy.
Yeah, I wouldn't know, but apparently.
Yes, I wouldn't know either there, Brad, to be fair.
Yeah. And out it comes. Working there is Scurra.
Nicely cleaned up by Claudia Hannah. Oh, she wouldn't be happy with just popping that over the sideline there.
Yeah. As we close into the final 2.5, here's an opportunity here for Ruby J. Meehan. And the free hit goes the other way. But they've got it back here, Pasifika. Hannah Rose Elliott on the ball. And again, that's just not the one that needs to be forced.
That's probably more from being tired.
Yeah.
You know, forcing your own errors is terrible. Your own errors.
Yeah. Oh, and that's an error.
An unforced error again.
Yeah.
Some tired bodies already coming into game 3, or for everybody.
Yep. It's a tough tournament, 4-4 here at Heritage Hockey.
It's a nice level of hockey. Just reminds you what it's like to be playing back-to-back games at this level. Yeah,
it's a reason why I'm up here, Trace, and not trying to run around anymore.
I feel that's like the reason I'm managing.
Yeah.
Possibly out of that bracket now as well, Brad.
We get to enjoy watching it all unfold in front of us from some of the best seats in the house.
Absolutely.
And, just a little miscue there. Tyler Tohiriri is going to set away Hannah Rose Elliott. Oh, Ruby J. Meehan.
Putting her body on the line is something I really enjoy watching about Ruby. Yep. You know, if she can't get it one way, she'll try and get it another. Put her body on the line in front of the goal.
Yeah, and it was the ball just fell for it there. I think she was trying to deflect it the first time, and it just dropped at the end of her stick.
Nice overhead to get them out of the half from Tyler at the back there.
Yeah, here's Kai Elliott on the ball. Lovely pass forward to Jeffries, but it's back on here for Cox. Cox has Ackroyd, Maya Ackroyd. She's got Rhiannon Holditch. She's also got a bit of speed. And first to it will be Michaela Bradley here just outside the circle.
Michaela worked hard to get to that ball after the turnover.
Lovely work,
nice
Storm Dolan Robson. Yeah.
Cleaning up at the back there.
Oh, that's a lovely bit of footwork.
Turn and go.
Yeah, Hannah Rose Elliott.
Those long levers of Storm again, just getting in there, just being in touch with that.
Yeah. It's must be nice to be able to do that, Trace. Stand 4 or 5 yards away and just still be able to play at the ball.
Touch on the ball.
Yeah, you've got to be a
something
lot closer than that.
I was going to say something that young players can learn from that is, you know, that the stick is an extension of one's arm. So even us slightly disadvantaged players sometimes can get those little touches as well.
Yeah, and if not always going for the ball, just getting the ball carrier's head down more than anything.
That's right.
Taking away their opportunity to look for and find a pass, as we see the two teams come together there. Kelsey with a good chuckle with Queenie. And the sides will go in there as we see some of the highlights here. Penalty corner. That one was Woody was one in the second quarter. Saved by Queenie Blacklock.
Great execution of skill by Orua.
And that was a lovely little touch.
Yeah,
Yes.
it was that save that we saw
Yes.
earlier. This one forward here. Yeah, very nearly Jeffries. Brandon Holditch. That was another one that went past the side of the goal. Darby Smith. That one there. Oh, fell to.
That was the one that she wasn't expecting to come back to.
Yeah. This is Jay Litchfield just
This is a great outcome, to be honest.
yeah, getting one back on Chris Amakia. This one wasn't quite as smooth as they would have liked.
I feel it stayed in the field of play. It may have hit the post there,
It
Bree.
was close. It was close. Storm Dolan Robson did really well there to get rid of it. And she did even better there to not get clipped with one.
It's a little overhead.
Yeah, good display of skill there by Tyler Goodsell-Matthews. This one set up the goal. And just holds it up long enough to find Garvey Smith.
Just like to, you know, a little bit of accolades there to Garby, how she actually got control of the ball in that little space and time, and then you know, just put it towards the open space.
Yeah, and still had a player to beat too. There was
That's right.
Dolan Robson was diving back across the goal, so still had to go either over or past her stick, and she managed to do so. As we see the crowd here just building a little bit.
See the New Zealand Māori junior coach in there,
Yeah,
Courtney.
and he's,
First time coaching New Zealand Māori, which is awesome.
yeah,
So shall it continue?
yeah, absolutely. And she'll be stoked with the way her girls played. Obviously a disappointing, oh no, I shouldn't say disappointing because they played so well. A heartbreaking loss this morning. They won't be disappointed in the way they played by any stretch, but man, they've been right in all of their
In all the
contests.
contests.
Yep.
It's a good old whack of the ball there from little Rhiannon. Right,
Yep.
I'll just deliver that ball as hard as possible down the line there.
Yeah, absolutely. And just a quick shout out to the UFC fans out there. Mr. Israel Adesanya has now retained his title.
Got the coach out the window, just reminding the manager here that just got to take the boys home to dinner, and I'll catch them after the game.
Yeah, yeah. Hopefully they've made dinner for you, Trace.
Well, yes, they would have. They look after me, do my boys.
Yeah.
Big shout out to my senior Māori men's team.
And it's the Wahine side, just with the ball at the back.
I've really enjoyed how calm they've been back there.
Yeah, and when you think that there's still Grayson Keys-Kumiro to add to that mix as well,
Absolutely.
bodes well for tomorrow's match. Here's Rhiannon Holditch, Hannah Rose Elliott looking. Oh, it takes a fair bit of skill to be able to execute that on tired legs at the back end of a game. But that is Rhiannon Holditch, and very nearly linking up there with Ruby Jamie Hunt. Here's Tyler Goodsell-Matthews. Cassie Kennedy wants her to throw the overhead again.
Putting your stick up there. Hey, here I am.
Yeah.
Kelsey not very happy with herself, letting that go past her. She's having a little bit of a chat to herself, letting her mate know, great ball, buddy.
Yep.
Didn't pull it in though.
Yeah, should we get the next one? And, just happy to set up in about a 3/4 here. The Māori side, they are without a striker at the moment, with Garby Smith still on the penalty card.
Didn't even see that happen.
Yeah.
When did that happen?
Yeah, about a minute ago,
About a minute
give or
ago?
take. Yeah. Yeah.
I was looking forward there, Brad. I was looking at the game ahead of time, obviously.
Yeah, just a little one picked up. She's got in a bit of a tangle, overran it. Garby Smith, and she'll be back
Look
pretty
at that
soon.
lovely little deceptive little round.
Oh.
Good running back there.
Yeah,
Why was it?
it's beaten everybody there. It was Hannah Rosalia trying to get up there for Pasifika.
Tegan Geary doing some leg work there to get back there to make sure she was there defensively.
Pressure on now. Good exit. Would have liked to link up out of there, but it's out of the circle, and that's the main thing.
Looked after the ball really well there, did Tyler.
Mm.
Bit of a deceptive sweep. I don't think anyone knew where they were.
No. Oh, it's got a fall.
Oh.
A little pat on the head there for Brody Cochrane in goal. I think Pacific will be happy about that one, because Brody had it well covered in the end.
Yeah, Ruby giving Sam a bit of a tap too, saying,
Yeah.
good
Thanks.
call, bud. Thanks, mate, for that. I'll take that one.
Yep.
Thank you.
I'm not beating Brody Cochrane on the floor. So.
Be interesting to see what Pasifika do here. Going to pull the trigger with another drag flick or a variation.
Yeah.
I'm going to pull the drag flick out, I think.
I like the look of it. I can just see Ruby J. Meehan's come a long way around on this right-hand side.
Yes.
It actually is longer to run from there. I don't know if they know that, but... Oh, the straight poke. Nothing coming, and here's an outlet opportunity for the Māori team.
I think Rhiannon would be a little bit disappointed with that. I think she might have been looking for the right post because Ruby got herself right down there on the right post.
Yeah.
And look at that.
3-on-1,
3 on
3-on-2. Litchfield finds the stick there of Tori Vahal.
Just that long reach.
Yeah.
Nice little touch. Good line by the defender.
Yeah, straight down the middle of the park.
She had both players in behind her covered on that line.
Yeah, that comes from
Experience.
Yeah, good game awareness. And
Game awareness.
speaking of experience, here's what we were happy. Oh, if the crowd got up for that shot.
I believe they would have got up for that shot. I think Audio will be a little bit unhappy with that shot, just a little bit off to the left for her.
Yeah, went very close.
She looked like she was always wanting to nail that on her own. Love seeing that, don't you?
Yeah.
You
See
gotta
the
love
eyes
seeing
light
that.
up as soon as she
Eyes light
crossed
up.
that line. Tough one, Tori. Not going to pull that one in. Unforced error, Rhiannon Wood and Tori Val.
Carissa's on the sideline having a break for the Pasifika.
You don't see a lot of that.
You don't see a lot of that.
Rhiannon Holditch linking up Kai Elliott. Jeffries still with it there, Jeffries. You got Elliott behind her.
Nice little touch there by Tyler Weatherly.
Yeah, lovely tackle.
And a back up with her mate and Claudia, just there to help her out, clean up for her.
Yeah, the one thing you can really see for this Māori Wahine side is they've got connections in pretty important areas of the field. You look at the back and it's Tyler Goodson-Matthews, Amy Mitchell, Taylor Weatherly, Claudia Hannam. They all play together at Tamaki. And you can tell they know where each other are. They back each other up.
Back each other up.
Just makes things easier.
You always know if you get a little bit of a touch in that defensive grouping, someone else is going to come help clean up. Oh, just a little bit. Should be unhappy with that little delivery there. Just stood a bit upright and went to deliver it. Stick above the ball.
And there's Tyler Tohiriri. She wanted to look for the big one across to Tegan Geary.
Oh, look, we've got a flying Carissa mark here at the front.
The front.
Let's go. That's exciting.
Yep, absolutely. Oh, if there was ever some magic waiting to happen, it's now.
It's now.
Yeah. Kaz up the front. Oh, I just want someone give it to her. I want to see her go from 40.
I'd love to see her and Claudia have a little bit of a battle there, to be fair.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, co-mates when they play for Tamaki together at Māori tournament, but in this space, it's a lot more fun. Keep them sharp.
Yeah. And I think this Pasifika team have obviously really benefited from having Carissa at the back there and involved in the side. Really leads the team around the park. Her and Rhiannon Holditch, of course, just their experience and their leadership.
I agree with that, Brad. It's just awesome to see someone of Carissa's age giving back to her community.
Yeah.
Like I said, it'd be lovely to see Pasifika grow their own tournament, wouldn't it? You know. Oh, just a little bit of a lifted ball there.
Yeah, as much as we'd love to see Carissa in the black, red and white.
I'd love to see her in the black, but I also appreciate where she's at.
Absolutely, and best thing for Pasifika hockey is what she's doing out there, along with all of these players.
Absolutely.
She's not doing it alone, but good to have that leadership in the side. And here's the matchup. Markia, Hannam, Hunting.
I'm going to get you, my mate.
Yeah,
I'm
little
get you.
smile there. Claudia Hannam happy to have got rid of it. Val here, Tori Val. Here's Hallie Scurra, Hannah Rosalia.
Nice little touch pass there.
Does well there, Tegan Geary, just to stop that attack. Yeah, just watched over the back line as we count into the last 9 minutes of the match here. It's a 3-0 advantage at the moment for the Māori side.
Be nice to see them pin back one goal.
Yeah,
Just one at a time.
Yep.
Not that I'm cheering big and hard, of course, for New Zealand Māori, but we're just going to say that it would be nice to see Pasifika earn themselves a goal.
Yeah.
They've had a couple of opportunities in front of the net, and they haven't been so clinical in there, as we all know. But it's exciting. Hats off! Would have put $1 on it, like you reckon? Hey?
$1 for
$1
Denham Clark.
for Denham Clark.
Yeah, hasn't had one since, but
Hoping for
first
some
one.
tomorrow,
Yeah,
eh?
that's it. Saving them. Here's
Saving them
Garvey
for the
Smith.
final. Hey, come on, Garby. Lovely.
Great ball into Mike Ackroyd. Working her skills, still going as Ackroyd.
Well done, Micah.
Penalty corner.
Well, that was very
earned.
well earned.
Fantastic interplay between Garvey Smith and Mike Ackroyd. And lovely turn of skill there. As we see the replay, thanks One Foundation. Garvey Smith just gets her eyes up, delivers the pass, and then this keeps on the end of her stick, gets through one, finds it back again. Well at the penalty corner there.
Rihanna knew that she'd done a little bit of a stick check in there.
Yeah.
Just tell by her a little bit of a not happy with myself. Claudia Hannum back at the top of the D for another drag flick.
Hannum off the hand there of Ruby J. Meehan. And they're just going to stop time and make sure that she is A-OK. It's a brave run there to get in the way of a Claudia Hannum drag flick.
Teammates for Tamaki there.
Yeah.
Just reminding each other and making sure everyone's okay.
Oh,
Nice quick delivery there.
what a pass. Rhiannon Holditch just cut through half the team. We're back.
As you said earlier, not many people can do those
Yeah.
one-touch passes like that. Shows the class of the person.
Yeah.
Oh, look, nicely cleaned up again back there with Claudia, just calming it down, getting it under control.
Kai Elliott in the dugout there getting out of the way. She didn't want it to skip up and hit her. Chris Amakia, no care in the world. But Elliott didn't want another one to the face.
Yes.
She's had too many already.
Too many already.
There we go. Bradley putting a bit of pressure on. Caleb Bradley on Tori Val. Good patience there. Tegan Gary just sat off and waited for the mistake. But she's given it to perhaps the most dangerous player on the field for Pasifika at the moment.
Able to deliver a pass off her reverse because she saw that pass even before she had the ball.
Still going here. Oh, very
Unlucky.
nearly. Hannah Rosalia. And they'll get another go at it through the long corner here. And then Holditch. She'll just try and get
What's she
a...
going to do with it? Oh, look at that. You know, it's such a dangerous ball and the ball just gets delivered in front of that goal. People don't realise that sometimes, do they? You know,
Yeah.
the defender suddenly go, oh.
Yeah,
the
that's it.
song clouds, you know.
Yep. That's it. It's just about asking questions
That's
too of the
right.
defenders. Throw something in the mixer there and see what. Even this one here, he's going to call back at the stick, unfortunately for the Pasifika team. But yeah, I've always been a big fan of just tossing one into.
One or two in there because
Yep.
the ball's going to bobble. You're going to cause defenders a bit of stress.
Yeah, especially if you can manage just a little bit of a bobble on it. Makes things really tough for defenders having to watch their feet, the lifted ball, of course, and the pressure of strikers. And
So
yeah.
Tyler off the pitch having a break, and so's Claudia. So a different bit of a mix back there for the defence.
Yeah, looks like Tyler Toheriri and Taylor J. Weatherly in the middle together at the back for the Māori side. Again, just giving them an opportunity to get some of that experience under their belts. You can't play 70 minutes with the same people on the field, so need to grow.
Don't think Micah saw she had Hayley
Haley
Cox out there on the right.
Yeah.
Oh, don't forget that 5.
Yeah, it looked like she was just going to go straight in there, Micah Ackroyd. I mean, we all know that she does know, but
Nice
late in
little
the
ridge.
game.
Well done.
Yeah, Hannah Rosalia, she's got Ruby J. Meehan. She's worked hard all day, Ruby J. Meehan.
And she's
Really
still
impressive.
working hard.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah, and back come the strikers for the Māori side, Garvey Smith.
She's worked really hard as well,
Yeah.
Garby, defensively and attackingly. You know, I've watched her just come from the far side of the field to get across
Yep.
to be the first one in front of this ball. It's a long way to run.
Oh, it is, especially in the 65th minute of a game there. You're up 3-0 and the game is really set for tomorrow.
That's right.
It'd be much easier just to stand over there and go,
You do
tomorrow.
it. You're closest, you go.
Yeah, but no, that's not Garvey Smith.
Good breed, Northlander.
Yeah, good. Tough.
Understands the work ethic behind that. Nice little tussle in here with Amy.
Yeah.
Oh, Amy got the better of her. Oh, no, she didn't. Oh, she actually asked the question. Look at that. Big smile on her face.
Yeah, footing it with one of the best. The insert of
look at
Chris
that.
Markia. Oh my goodness.
It's the movement of her body.
It's something to admire there. And here's
Some nice quick passes, isn't there? There's another
Elliott,
little bobble ball.
Sexton. That one's going to miss the goal there for Eva Sexton.
Footwork. Hey, another little tip out there for you young ones wanting to improve in your hockey game. Footwork.
Especially in that attacking circle.
Absolutely.
Often you don't have room or space or time for the ball to move, so you've got to adjust the feet. And here's Kaya Elliott. She's looking forward. Tries to take on Tegan Geary and will win the free hit here. We close in on the final 2.5 minutes of the match.
It's been a good match today.
Yeah, it has been. I mean, the scoreboard obviously favouring the Māori side, and it will look convincing on paper, and it has been for the most part. But look, opportunities out there for the Pasifika side, they just haven't quite made the most of them and been clinical up in that attacking area today. But as we mentioned in the build-up, this game is really just a feeling out period for tomorrow's women's final, the gold medal match. We will see these two teams hit the
Match up
turf
again.
again. Yeah.
Bragging rights to New Zealand Māori today.
Yep. Yeah, so
I'll chalk that one up. New
Yep.
Zealand Māori today.
Yep, the mental advantage. Yeah, they'll
Mental
take
advantage
this
going
one.
into tomorrow.
And some bragging rights. Unbeaten through pool play.
Yes.
It's always a good look.
And have they they haven't conceded
No, haven't
any
conceded
goals?
a goal.
So
Brody
clean
Cochrane.
sheet. Brody will be very pleased with that.
Yep.
Clean sheets for goalkeepers are a big thing.
Oh, absolutely.
No.
As much as strikers love to hit a specky in the roof, a donut for the goalkeepers is the dream, especially through an entire tournament if she can
Absolutely.
get to the end of tomorrow.
The other great bragging right is when defenders score more goals than strikers, isn't it?
Yep.
So the defenders win all day long.
Yeah, Denham Clark will tell you that that's always the go.
Love it. So shall it continue?
Yeah. Just the last little battle down there, Chris Amakia. She won't stop trying. 60 seconds. She's still going. Just
And
gets
that's
away
the
on
measure of a player.
Yep.
Irrespective of the score, you continue. Play the 60 minutes.
Yep.
Was it 60 minutes? Yes.
Yeah, 7 or 68, or
68.
something is the number, I believe.
New Zealand Māori thinking, I think there was our free hit. Can we come back, please?
Yeah. Can we just get through the end of this last 30 seconds, please?
Maybe Mitchell holding onto the ball.
Yeah. Nope, not for long. Anna Rosalia there has Markia. And goes to Peck, Rachel Peck.
Chris has showed that she wanted the ball.
Yeah.
I'm just here, mate. I'm possibly your shortest and best option.
Yep.
Chris shaking hands down that bottom corner because she knows
Yep.
that 10 seconds is going to waste away.
Yep,
The ball probably
she's-
won't get restarted.
She's going to do the lap already. Chris
Yep, she's walking on
Amakia,
down.
as is the rest of the team here. And that is our final game for the day and our final pool match for New Zealand Heritage Hockey. It's the New Zealand Māori Wahine team taking the bragging rights in the lead up to tomorrow's final 3-0 over New Zealand Pasifika. But look, it's a totally different ball game tomorrow. And the final, we all know, is anybody's, and both these teams will be there. And who can fight the 70 minutes the best to get their name back on the trophy for Heritage Hockey 2023.
Ngā mihi to you, Brad, for
Yeah,
today. It's been
yep.
an enjoyable time up here in the box.
Yeah, I'll let you talk through some of the highlights that'll come up very shortly while I go down onto the turf and find our player of the match.
Talking through highlights, he reckons. Okay, so here we've got Kelsey with the ball coming through. I think this was for our and bringing in a penalty corner here. Brad's making his way down to the field there for our player of the match. Some nice little highlights. Lovely little touch by the goalkeeper. This is the one where Kelsey wasn't expecting the ball back, and I think from here we possibly created a goal. Nice little play here by Jade, getting the one up on Carissa. I still feel that we hit the post here with New Zealand Māori. So we're working hard here. Nice little shot, nice little save there by Storm. It's a nice play here today between New Zealand Māori and New Zealand Pasifika, and we know tomorrow that this is going to be our final for the women's part of New Zealand Heritage Tournament. I'm looking forward to seeing some of these girls on display again. Hopefully some lovely goals like created by these two girls here. Pasifika just unlucky to not get some final touches in front of the goal today. They created some good opportunities through some PCs, unfortunately not finding the backboard today. Some nice clinical stuff by our strikers from New Zealand Māori. Orewa Hepi being a stalwart for Māori hockey, doing some good work with her team today. Some strength in there by Micah from Te Taira Whiti. Overall today, the game being quite enjoyable from the commentator's box, but I believe we might be going down to Brad shortly. I'm hoping we are. 10 seconds to that. So we're looking at going down to Brad. Looks like we've got Garby Smith from New Zealand Māori standing there with him. All yours, Brad.
Hey guys, I'm down here on the field with our player of the match, and it is the two goal scoring efforts of Garby Smith. Garby Smith, massive game for your team out there. It was a build-in for tomorrow's game, and you'll play them again in the final, but good to get one up on the Pasifika team today.
Yeah, it was definitely good to come away with the win. A lot of work-ons to come away with it, so hopefully build for tomorrow's game. Yeah, it was a good start, and let's finish it tomorrow.
Yeah, so as I mentioned, the final, you'll play them again tomorrow. I talk about goal scoring. Jade netted a double yesterday, and you had to go out and add your two to the tally today. What I was impressed with though is, especially your second goal, how far you actually ran to catch up to the play. The overhead fell to Nikayla, and you'd run from behind halfway. We just saw it on the screen there, so a massive shout out to that. How do you keep the legs going game 3 of the tournament?
Well, it's good to know one of the older players in the team can still keep up.
Yeah, that's a shot fired to all the young guns in the Māori team. You need to work harder, from Garby Smith. That's come straight from her mouth, not mine. No, thank you so much for your time. Congratulations on the win and on your effort. Fantastic, and good luck for tomorrow. We'll high five because I keep forgetting these. Awesome stuff. We'll see you tomorrow.
Perfect.
Cheers, Garby. That's our last game for day 3. That was Garby Smith, our player of the match, and it was the New Zealand Māori team that took home the spoils 3-0 over New Zealand Pasifika. It's a precursor for tomorrow's final. And speaking of finals, we'll be back here again all day tomorrow from 8 AM. It's an earlier start where we kick off things with the men's bronze medal match, building all the way up to the women's final at 2 PM, and we'll be seeing you right here at 8 AM tomorrow morning.